Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you truly enjoy these emotional stories about CEO Jack and Tien, please don't forget to leave a like. It helps me more than you know. And now let's dive deep into today's heartbreaking and mysterious story. That afternoon felt like the end of the world for Jack. The sterile lights of the hospital corridor flickered above him as the doctor's words echoed mercilessly in his ears. "We're sorry, Eddie. We tried everything, but the baby could not be saved." Jack froze in place. His heart skipped a beat. His vision blurred. His legs went numb. His hands instinctively reached for the wall, searching for balance, as though the ground itself had disappeared beneath him. The dream he had built with Tien, the image of a warm home, their laughter mingling with the sweet cries of a child, was ripped away in a single moment. He sank into a chair outside the emergency room, staring blankly ahead. For hours, he sat motionless, his fists clenched so tightly that blood welled from his palms. His mind circled one desperate thought over and over. Why her? Why did this happen to Tien? Why must she endure so much pain? When Tien finally opened her eyes, they were swollen and raw from endless tears. Her lips trembled, her face pale and fragile, as though all life had been drained from her. "It's my fault," she whispered hoarsely, each word cutting deeper than a knife. "I couldn't protect our child. I failed you, Jack. I failed us." Her thin hands clawed at the hospital sheets, punishing herself as sobs racked her body. Scenes flashed in her mind, the nights she whispered lullabies to the baby in her womb. The mornings she dreamed of cradling her child, the promises she silently made as a mother. All of it gone like smoke in the wind. Jack pulled her trembling frame into his chest. Tears streamed down his face, but his voice was steady, unwavering. "No, Tien, you are not to blame. If you hadn't shielded me from that blade, I'd be the one lying here. You saved me. You saved my life. Don't carry this burden alone." But his words, though true, could not mend the shattering of her heart. To the world, Jack was an untouchable figure, a powerful CEO who crushed deals, outsmarted rivals, and bore the weight of empires. Yet here, in this sterile hospital room, he was nothing but a broken man stripped of every layer of pride. No failed merger, no betrayal, no hostile takeover had ever broken him like this. This wasn't about reputation. This wasn't about money. This was about family, love, blood. And he had lost it. "If only I were stronger," he whispered in his mind. "If only I could protect them both. If only I had seen the danger coming." That night, his unshakable armor collapsed. He buried his head in his mother's chest, sobbing like a boy who had lost his way. For the first time in years, Jack allowed himself to be vulnerable to grief, not as a CEO, but as a man, a husband, a father who failed. Mother Loy said nothing at first. Her arms wrapped around her son, her hands stroking his back like she had done when he was a child. In her silence, there was understanding, and in her tears, there was grief shared. She too had lost a grandchild that night. She too had felt the cruel slash of fate. Finally, she whispered softly, her voice trembling yet resolute. "My son, you must stay strong. Tien needs you more than ever. Don't let hatred consume you. You are her anchor now." Jack nodded faintly, but deep inside the storm within him only grew. Jack's mind replayed the moment again and again, the two masked men, their blades flashing in the dim light, their ruthlessness leaving no doubt. This was no accident. This was deliberate, planned, ruthless. His chest tightened with fury. Someone had orchestrated this, but who wanted him destroyed? Were those killers sent to take him down? Or was Tien the true target all along? The first shadows to haunt his thoughts were Tien's former mother-in-law and her ex-husband. They had once cast her out like unwanted baggage, shaming her for not giving them a child. They had left her to wander the streets, abandoned, discarded. And now, when fate had given her happiness with Jack, when she carried his child, would jealousy twist into hatred so deep that they would strike such a blow? Jack's jaw tightened, his fists trembled, his heart screamed in silence. If it truly was them, I will never forgive, never. But Jack's world was wider than family grudges. He had enemies everywhere on the ruthless battleground of business. For every triumph he achieved, a rival was crushed. For every victory, there were whispers of resentment, eyes burning with envy. Could this attack have been orchestrated by those who despised his power? Could it have been a strategic move to destroy his empire masked as a personal tragedy? If so, then the loss of his child was not collateral damage. It was the cruelest way to shatter him, to crush his spirit from the inside out. Days blurred into nights. Jack barely left Tien's side, holding her fragile hand through every restless hour. But when she drifted into uneasy sleep, his eyes hardened. In the shadows of grief, his resolve was forged in fire. Quietly, he deployed investigators, men he trusted with his life, to hunt for clues. He chased whispers in alleys, shadows in boardrooms, secrets hidden behind closed doors. Every night, as he looked at Tien's tear-stained face, he swore to her silently, "I will find the one who did this. I will not let you suffer again. I promise you, Tien, this will not end here." And so the haunting question lingers like smoke in the night. Was CEO Jack the real target? The man so powerful that enemies rose from every corner? Or was Lytutien the fragile woman whose happiness threatened the pride of others, the one they truly sought to destroy? The masked men were only pawns. Somewhere hidden in the dark, a mastermind pulls the strings, weaving tragedy with precision. Jack's heart is torn in two, grief that breaks him, vengeance that drives him. And for Tien, every tear she sheds sharpens his determination. But until the truth is revealed, one chilling fact remains. In this cruel game of shadows, no one is safe. So what do you think? Who was the true target of this merciless plan? Was it CEO Jack or Lytutien? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and let's unravel this mystery together. And don't forget to subscribe, because this story is far from over.
Yêu mẹ nào, yêu mẹ nào, con yêu mẹ nào. Cái gì? Thế á? Chưa?